Once upon a time, there was a young girl named Sarah. Sarah was a kind and thoughtful girl who always tried to do the right thing. She was a follower by nature, and she preferred to let others take the lead. One day, Sarah was walking home from school when she saw a group of boys teasing a younger boy. The boy looked scared and alone, and Sarah could see the hurt in his eyes. She knew that she should do something to help, but she didn't know what to do. At first, Sarah thought about just walking away and ignoring the situation. But as she looked at the younger boy, she knew that she couldn't just stand by and watch. She had to do something. As Sarah approached the group of boys, she noticed the younger boy they were teasing had tears streaming down his face. Her heart sank as she realized how much their words must have hurt him. Despite feeling nervous and afraid, Sarah knew she couldn't just stand by and do nothing. She took a deep breath and tried to calm her nerves before she walked over to the group of boys. Sarah stood tall and could feel her heart racing with each passing moment, but she knew she had to be brave and stand up for what was right. Sarah spoke in a clear voice, telling them to stop their teasing and leave the younger boy alone. At first, the boys just laughed and continued their teasing, as if Sarah's words meant nothing to them. But Sarah refused to give up. She spoke louder, more firmly, demanding that they stop their cruel behavior. Her persistence began to pay off as one of the boys started to look uncomfortable and fidgety. Sarah could tell he was starting to feel guilty about what they were doing. To Sarah's surprise, the younger boy joined her. He too found his voice and stood up to the bullies. Together, they were able to make the boys back down and leave them alone. She directed her words to him, hoping to reach his conscience. How would you feel if someone was teasing you like this? Is this really how you want to treat someone? The boy hung his head, seemingly ashamed. The other boys started to look at each other, unsure of what to do next. Finally, one of the boys spoke up. Okay, fine. We'll leave him alone. The others reluctantly agreed, and they all slunk away, leaving Sarah and the younger boy alone. Sarah turned to the boy and asked if he was okay. He nodded, still looking a little shaken. She smiled at him, trying to reassure him that everything was going to be all right. As she walked home, Sarah felt a sense of pride and satisfaction for standing up for what was right. She knew that she had made a difference, even if it was just for one person. She felt grateful for the courage she had summoned and the lesson she had learned, that sometimes all it takes is one person to stand up and make a change. She also realized that being a leader was not about being the loudest or the most powerful, but about standing up for what you believe in and doing what's right, even if it's difficult. From that day on, Sarah was not just a follower anymore. She had found her voice and her courage, and she used them to make a positive difference in the world around her. The moral of the story is that sometimes it can be hard to stand up for what is right, but it is always worth it. Being a leader means standing up for your beliefs and being willing to take action when you see something that is wrong. Even if you are a follower by nature, you can still be a leader when it matters most.